a coffee in the morning. Even though my preferred version is a decaf, kind of buzzed enough already, I still just love the smell of coffee first thing in the morning. But today, I want to talk to you about a different reason that you should wake up and smell the coffee. Do you know someone who is always bringing you down? They just pop your balloon, take the buzz out of your day. Maybe it's a colleague who constantly lets you down and maybe overpromises and then leaves you to clean up their mess as they underdeliver. Maybe it's a friend who always cancels at the last minute, who constantly puts you down in conversation or just doesn't show up for you in the way that you want them to. Or maybe, and I think this is one of the hardest ones to bear, maybe it's a family member or loved one who just can't seem to find the way to be happy for you. No matter what news you tell them, whatever information you bring to them, they always find a way to find a flaw in it or a hole in it. So these are the kind of people I'm talking about, these sort of energy vampires, people who just almost suck the life out of you as they put you down or diminish you or place you in a difficult position or set you up for failure. So here's what I see happen most of the time. This experience happens, victim of situation rants and raves about how this person has done it to them again. Well, you've heard that expression, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So here's what I want you to think about today as you wake up and smell the coffee. You can't expect anyone else to change. The only person you can be responsible for is yourself. So rather than expecting somebody else to change your expectations. If there is somebody in your life, a colleague, a friend, a family member, a loved one, who constantly lets you down, whether it's through their behaviour or through the things they say and the way that they communicate, instead of expecting them to change your expectations of them. Know that it's extremely likely, based on their past behaviour, that they will let you down. So instead, prepare yourself and put a strategy in place in advance. If it's a colleague who always overpromises and then doesn't deliver or dumps work on you at the last minute, put some boundaries in place. Let them know up front what you will and won't be available to do. If it's a friend who constantly lets you down, tell them, last time we made this arrangement, you cancelled on me at the last minute. Should I put this in my diary or do you want to just confirm on the day? Put some boundaries in place. And if it's a family member or a loved one who can't seem to find it in their heart or in their personality to be happy for you, to celebrate your successes, and instead is always nitpicking or finding holes through it, keep your good news to yourself. Don't tell them, hoping that they'll change. Just keep your good news to yourself. If that doesn't feel right or that feels a little too harsh for you, share your good news with them, but fully expect that they will do what they've always done, which is find a way to diminish it, criticize it, or pull it apart in some way, and have your shield of armor on in anticipation of that behavior. You can't change anybody else. You can only change yourself. So the key thing I want you to take away from this week's episode of DBTV is, in order to change your experience, you need to change your expectations. I'm Domonique Bertolucci, and you've been watching DBTV, the place to go to get the life you want and love the life you've got. If you've liked this video, please like it and share it with your friends. Subscribe, and if you've been watching this video anywhere other than domoniquebertolucci.com, then head on over and sign up for email updates so you never miss out on anything I want to share with you. I'll be back again next week with another episode of DBTV, and until then, take care and remember, it's not about having it all, it's about having the things that matter.